Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling another behind the brand. Today we're covering the Rolls-Royce of watches. Today we're talking about Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe. The name alone sends shivers down the spine of watch enthusiasts and collectors around the globe. But why? Why is this brand considered the pinnacle of watchmaking? What's the secret behind its reputation, its craftsmanship, and its astronomical auction prices? I mean, have you seen the price of a 5711 a couple years ago? Whew! Today, we're diving into the legacy and fascinating history of Patek Philippe, the brand that proudly tells you you've never actually owned a Patek Philippe. You merely look after it for the next generation. Let's rewind the time back to 1839. Antoine Norbert de Patek, a Polish immigrant, and François Japek, a Czech watchmaker, founded Patek, or rather, it was called Japek and Thiers in Geneva. But here's a little fun twist. This dynamic duo did not last long. Japek left after a few years, and in 1845, Patek teamed up with Adrien Philippe, a French inventor and innovator, I'll add that too, who had just patented a game-changing innovation, the keyless winding mechanism. Now, in 1851, the duo officially became Patek Philippe & Co., and the rest, as they say, is history. But what sets them apart from the countless watchmakers of their time? And, well, what innovations was their mantra? They were the first to invent the wristwatch in 1868. And before you say, what's the big deal? Remember, this was a time when pocket watches were the height of fashion. Wristwatches? This was practically futuristic sci-fi type deal for the time. So this was pretty revolutionary. Let's talk about what makes Patek Philippe so special. This brand isn't just about keeping time, it's about freezing moments. Each timepiece is handcrafted, taking months, sometimes years to complete. From the grand complications that boast perpetual calendars and minute repeaters to the understated elegance of the Calatrava, every Patek Philippe is a masterpiece. And the attention to detail, it's insane. Each movement is hand-finished to perfection, even the parts you'll never see in the movement. It's like Michelangelo carving intricate details on the back of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. It's stuff you'll never see, but you know that it's a masterpiece. Patek Philippe has also been responsible for some of the most complex watches ever made. Take the Henry Graves Super Complication from 1933. This pocket watch had 24 complications, including a celestial chart from the night sky over New York. It sold at auction for over $24 million in 2014. Now that's what I call star power. Now, over the years, Patek Philippe has been spotted on some pretty famous wrists. Queen Victoria wore one. So did Albert Einstein, Pablo Picasso, and even John F. Kennedy. And then there have been the auction records. In 2019, the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime, reference 6300A-010, sold for a jaw-dropping $31 million at a charity auction. Let that sink in for a moment. $31 million for a watch. But hey, it's not just a watch. It's an art. It's engineering and its status all rolled into one. Now, let's talk design. The Calatrava cross logo isn't just a pretty emblem. It's rooted in history, symbolizing the Knights of Calatrava, a medieval Catholic military order. This cross perfectly embodies Patek Philippe's commitment to tradition, excellence, and timelessness. And speaking of timelessness, the Calatrava's collection, first introduced in 1932, is the epitome of understated elegance. If you're looking for a watch that screams sophistication without being flashy, this is the watch for you. Here's something unique about Patek Philippe. It's one of the last remaining independent family-owned watchmakers in Switzerland. The Stern family has owned the brand since 1932, and they've safeguarded its legacy with a fierce dedication to quality and tradition. In a world of corporate conglomerates, Patek Philippe stands out as a family-run business that answers only to its own standards. No shortcuts, no compromises, and this is refreshing because the brand has really so many amazing quality watches, some of the best art form in the world, from the 24 complications that I mentioned earlier to even the ones they make today. It really sets the example for the watchmakers in the industry today because they are the example. So why does Patek Philippe continue to reign supreme? It's not just the craftsmanship, it's not just the history, and it's not just the exclusivity. It's the philosophy. A Patek isn't just a watch, it's a statement. It's an heirloom, it's a testament to the idea that a true luxury transcends trends and time. Whether it's a simple calatrava or a mind-boggling grand complication, each Patek Philippe carries with it a legacy of innovation, artistry, and a touch of magic. And that's why, when you buy a Patek, you're not just buying a watch, you're investing in a piece of history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Patek Philippe, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more incredible stories in the world of watches. And let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Patek Philippe model? And what brand do you want to see next? Well, until next time.